Have you ever looked at a red carpet photo and thought, why does this star look like they walked straight out of a high-fashion editorial, while others just look like they're going to dinner? Tonight on Star Watch Now, we're not just talking about outfits, we're talking about influence, attitude, and the quiet power of style. A leading fashion magazine has just revealed its top 5 best-dressed male celebrities, and while the list is full of familiar names, one figure stands out as the trend leader of a whole generation. Yes, Wang Yibo might not sit at number 1 on paper, but the conversation he creates, the trends he sets, and the confidence he carries make him feel like he's in a league of his own. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you may see fashion and your own wardrobe in a completely different way. At first glance, a top 5 best-dressed male stars list sounds simple. Names, rankings, a few striking photos, and a short explanation. But when we look more closely, we realize such a list is a snapshot of an entire industry in motion. Behind each line of text lies months of red carpets, magazine shoots, press events, and off-duty airport looks that fans have dissected frame by frame. The magazine is not only rewarding attractive faces or expensive labels, it is quietly answering a deeper question. Who is shaping the way men in entertainment express themselves through clothes? This particular list brings together actors and singers from different backgrounds, each carrying a unique visual story. Some lean into timeless elegance, choosing classic suits and muted tones. Others embrace a more experimental spirit, mixing streetwear influences with luxury details. All of them, however, share one trait. They have learned how to turn personal style into a language the public can understand and remember. When the ranking is published, fans do more than cheer for their favorite. They read it as a sign of whose work, image, and effort have been noticed beyond fandom circles. In that sense, this list is not the final word on style. It is the beginning of a wider conversation about taste, personality, and the subtle power of clothing in a world where every step in front of a camera can travel across continents in seconds. Wang Yibo's position on the list is intriguing. Officially, he stands at number 2, yet the discussion around the ranking makes it clear that his presence occupies far more space than a single line of text. He is the name that repeatedly surfaces in comments, reaction posts, and fan-made compilations. Why? Because for many viewers, he represents something larger than a single outfit or a single event. He has become the quietly beating heart of a new fashion moment. His style rarely feels forced. Whether he appears in a sharply tailored suit or in relaxed layered streetwear, there is a natural ease in the way he carries himself. The fabrics may change, the silhouettes may evolve, but the underlying message remains constant. He looks like himself. That sense of authenticity is difficult to manufacture, and it is precisely what draws audiences in. People are not only admiring the clothes, they are reading his confidence, his calm, and his willingness to grow. What makes his second-place position so fascinating is the contrast between ranking and impact. Numbers can suggest order, but they cannot fully capture influence. When trends ripple through social media, when younger fans imitate his hairstyles or borrow elements of his wardrobe, we see that his role extends beyond the confines of a chart. Wang Yibo stands as proof that being a leader is not always about appearing at the very top. Sometimes, it is about being the one people quietly follow without even realizing it. Clothing has always been a tool for communication, but in the era of streaming platforms and social media, that communication has become global. A single photograph of a red carpet appearance can move from Beijing to Los Angeles, from Seoul to Paris, in a matter of minutes. For artists like Wang Yibo and the other men on this list, every public outfit becomes a line in a story that people around the world are reading at the same time. What makes this particularly powerful is how these stars manage to balance cultural specificity with universal appeal. An outfit might feature elements that resonate strongly with Asian aesthetics, yet its overall mood remains accessible to viewers in Europe or the Americas. Clean lines, thoughtful proportions, and a deliberate use of color can transcend language. Fans who do not share a common mother tongue can still agree. He looks confident, he looks gentle, he looks daring. Style becomes the bridge. In this context, fashion houses choose ambassadors carefully. They need someone who can step into a Paris runway show, a New York campaign, and an Asian press conference without seeming out of place in any of them. When an artist succeeds in doing this, they are no longer just wearing clothes. They are acting as translators between different worlds. Their image offers a vision of modern identity that is comfortable moving across borders, proud of its roots yet open to transformation. That, more than any brand logo, is what lingers in the mind of the audience. The other names on the top 5 list are not merely supporting characters in Wang Yibo's story. They too are important strands in a wider transformation of how men in entertainment present themselves. For decades, male dressing at public events followed a narrow script. Dark suits, minimal variation, little room for personality. Now a subtle revolution is unfolding. Some of the ranked stars reinterpret classic tailoring, introducing softer fabrics, unexpected textures or playful accessories that gently bend the rules without breaking them. Others lean into more romantic or artistic silhouettes, allowing shirts to drape, colors to soften and details to whisper rather than shout. A few push bolder boundaries, adopting shapes and combinations that invite discussion, and at times controversy. Together, they are expanding the vocabulary of what it means to appear well-dressed on stage and screen. For the audience, this shift is more significant than it may first appear. It communicates that masculinity need not be rigid, that elegance is compatible with sensitivity, creativity, and experimentation. Young men watching from different parts of the world see a broader range of legitimate ways to exist in their own skin. Parents, friends, and fans see visual proof that style can express more than status. It can express character. The top 5 list, therefore, is not just a fashion ranking. It is a small but meaningful sign that the narrative of menswear in popular culture is being rewritten, one outfit at a time. While it is enjoyable to admire beautiful clothes and well-composed photos, the true value of this kind of content lies in what it offers to the viewer's own life. You may never stand on a red carpet or sign a contract with a fashion house, but the principles behind these celebrities' style journeys are surprisingly accessible. First, there is the idea of intention. None of these looks happen by accident. In the same way, choosing an outfit for work, study, or a simple gathering can be an opportunity to ask, what do I want to say about myself today? That question does not require luxury brands. It requires awareness of colors that make you feel grounded, of fabrics that help you move comfortably, of combinations that reflect your temperament rather than someone else's expectations. Second, there is the lesson of gradual change. These stars did not arrive at their current style overnight. They have tried, adjusted, succeeded, and failed in public. If they are allowed to evolve, then so are you. Introducing a new piece, stepping slightly outside your usual choices, can be a gentle way of practicing courage. Over time, these small experiments build a sense of identity that is both more stable and more flexible. Finally, there is the reminder that confidence is not something granted from outside. It grows as you treat yourself with care, as you honor your taste instead of dismissing it. If watching these well-dressed men leads you to stand a little taller, smile more honestly at your reflection, or express yourself with a touch more freedom, then their influence has reached beyond the screen into something far more important: the way you live inside your own story.